Hello friends, I'm Colonel Failure and you're watching the Transport Fever 2 Peninsula. And I'd intended to start today's adventure by, riding on a train. It's a traditional opening, but one that I feel is compelling. Anyway, we're currently looking at the front of a metro here, right? Because I mentioned, in passing, that I expected I'd probably clog the bridge up with a bit of traffic. Well, mission flipping accomplished, right there. It's all broken everywhere. And here's an exciting reason why. Is this chap, needs to go up there. Yeah, can't go up there. No, he can't. No, because you've got quite a lot of train in the way at the moment, which means that the signals that I've got up here somewhere, because it is quite a lot of train, the signals I've got up here are in the wrong place. Now, in my defence, I mean that's quite a lot of space I've offered there, quite a lot of space, but evidently not enough space. So this should resolve itself if I were to stick in a signal about here. Right? I don't know with 100% confidence whether it will work or not, but I've got a modest amount of confidence that it will work. If it doesn't, we'll investigate why this can't move further forward, but I suspect it's because someone else wants to move into the line here and all of that kind of business. So it's signalling is the woe-causing moment more than anything else. Right, have we got movement? Yeah, we got activity. There we go. Yeah, you're not even going that way. So you're saying that you were blocked. Oh no, hold on. Where are you go? Oh, you've got to get over onto the. Yeah, okay. Yeah, all right. Okay. Yeah. No. That's all good. Right. Okay. Well, this is pretty saucy. Anyway, should have some stuff starting to move pretty. You know what we should do here? We should push the accelerator button and watch things move around a bit, and then we should be golden. Should be. Just waiting for Beefcake here to get a wriggle on, and then we'll be back in some kind of productive kind of. You're coming through. Oh no, that's all right. You're going down to the port. Okay, have fun. Yeah. All right, good. There it is again. Look. Huh? Yeah, it's a good place for a cheeky view. This, I mean, obviously, if it ran better, it would be an even better place for a cheeky view. But there it is. Obviously, Big Lad here is going to have to clear through as well. Obviously, I mean, it seems to have been given the go-ahead to do so. That's super. When you're unpicking a signal-based junction overlap disaster, of course, it does take a minute or two before you flush your backlog to the extent that everything actually starts working again. Because it is the spacing in between individual services that make this work. Oh, look, he's coming back. Look, he's going. Are you still here? He goes, shut up, you and your easy life route. There you go. There he's off. Right, and the big lad's off across across that. Good. Here comes another one coming in. You know what? Well, now's the time to jump on the ride on board camera. Yeah, there it is. There we are, and soon enough, we will begin our journey across a bridge that we've journeyed across several times before, but that doesn't stop it being a compelling journey to take. No siree, it's anything but non-compelling, which means it's compelling, and that's all going to be groovy. So in today's episode, I'll catch you up on what I've done previously, and then we need to turn our attention to some of the missing components that we have from our crafting and manufacturing kind of setup deal kind of thing. Good. Is this enough bridge for you? I think we've done enough. I mean, I think most of the traffic already came past, didn't it? So we're not going to see anything new and exciting here. I think we can probably just. Right, coming on into Moorpork Station. I believe this is the turnaround. I can't remember. One of these press onwards and the other one terminates here because that's pretty tasteful. That's a realistic depiction of stuff and things. Only 6 people want to get on board. Really? Just 6? That seems a little low. That said, of course, we have had a bunch of trains come through here recently, picking people up to go elsewhere. But none of these people want to go to Raccoon City, which is a shame because Raccoon City is lovely at this time of year. Yeah, let's give it another quick follow just for a moment or so. Yeah. It's lovely, very, very nice indeed. Very nice. Good. Have we had enough? Yeah, I think we've done enough for that. Right, okay, so let's show you what I did while you weren't here, because I've always done something while you weren't here. And then, of course, it forces me to remember what it is that I did. Did I do this bit of remodelling? I did a bit of work on this that we built last time, just to make it run a little better. But that's in the main because I've extended the length of the Mega City 1 freight so that it no longer overlaps the crossroads. The level crossing, I should say. Rebuilt a bridge here to move further onwards, because that's going to be important later on. I didn't take it any further, did I? It just goes as far as... Yeah, that's right. What else did we do? I don't know. I did some other bits and pieces. We've got... I flung in Raccoon City now is a city. That's good. And unexpected and unintended kind of action going on here. It's got a reasonable amount of business. I quite like this twin bridges affair that I've got going on. I think that's quite splendid. But the city has decided in its wisdom to extend down towards City 17, which is interesting because it can't get down the cliffside. So these buildings are considered part of City 17, despite the fact that they're not in City 17. They're actually close to... They can't even get there. So it's madness, but, you know, that's kind of where we live. And then we pressed on from Raccoon City out to Alpha Complex, which I built in an incredibly, steady-handed fashion. We've got this perimeter road, which, is built up on a plinth, effectively. And then you've got some bold trailblazers who've decided that what they should really be doing is building houses out on the cliffside to get, the beltinest of views. And you kind of go, well, that's all well and good, of course, but you've kind of ruined my smooth cliffside. So there we go. That's what we've got done. The incoming steel is doing its thing. It's going to the right place. I think we've got a train. No, it's a passenger. Is it? No, it's not. Okay, right, look, we're making drop-offs here at Raccoon City with all the steel, but that means that we've got a higher level of urgency now to get plastics done. Let's do that. Now, here's the thing. Where am I going to import it? Yeah, I know. You're asking yourself, where's he going to import it? And the answer is down here in an area known as Rapture. This will be where Rapture lives. Obviously, you've got a passenger connection that runs up the line that we've already got here. But there'll also be a freight connection which will lead up to Raccoon City and back again. Now, that's nice and long, so that should be muy picante, is what that should be. Oh, muy picante. Now, part of me goes, well, do you want to do oil out on the island here? Or do it elsewhere? We've got no raw materials being produced at all. And I thought maybe an oil field up here somewhere would be quite dramatic, which would that would remove the need to use the Rapture as the import point. Still going to do stone down on the island. That's safe. You're guaranteed that's a thing that's going to happen. But I want to do oil first. But I don't want to do oil first. I don't want to stick on the main line this time around. I want to push on. And get the third island complete. Alright, I'm going to get the third island complete. Brace yourself for a little bit of Builderino Speederesky. Alright, the aim is to do something ever so slightly different with this one. That's a nice bridge. That's a nice bridge too. Stop concentrating on, just get it done. Look, we should be moving on already. This is a speed build section, and it's clear you're going fast, but you're just faffing around with a flipping bridge. There you go. Oh, okay, giving up on that, have you? In my defence, the bridge wasn't exactly flat, so there's a reason. Anyway, this is the kind of the north end of the island. If we assume that the mainland is to the north, this is the north end of the island. Now, this is only going to be your whatchamacallit, a town. We're not going to do any manufacturing or mining or any of that kind of malarkey here. Oh, I flipping forgot about lumber. I'll tell you something else, spoilers, I forgot about lumber for the rest of this episode as well. I've still got to do lumber. Where the heck shall I do that? I don't know, but it's an opportunity to do a ruddy great forest somewhere, which could end up looking rather dramatic. Now, I mean, I could do it on this island, but I'll be honest with you, I think the cragginess of this island is going to be just a smidge challenge for something of a lumber-based variety. Anyway, I hope you're observing the tram track being built there to get us started. Yeah, I'm gonna connect all this up with trams. Also, I'm not wasting. Wasting? Well, that's debatable. I'm not waiting. No, I've stuck my town in straight away, and we'll have a better look at it in a minute. But that looks pretty belting. Now, as ever, we've got the flattening gun out, and we're doing a bit of this kind of behaviour. Yeah, a bit of that. Oh, look at that! It matches the grid. Lovely. Now, several of you are going to say, well, you know, you can rotate the square. And I go, go on then, try it. Rotate the square, and show me what happens when you rotate the square and you're not on the grid properly. Yeah. If you do it and it's got jaggy lines down the side, that's your ship zigzagging all over the place. If it's got perfectly flat lines on the side, you'll see it for yourself, and then you go, oh yeah, he was right all along. And I go, yeah, I was right all along. Anyway, here you go, business as usual, flatten out a bit, bung in an industry of some description, and go, oh yeah, whatever. I'll fix that later. Because these days, of course, with this semi-polished approach that we're doing to things, I don't have to get it right first time. Not that that's one of my trademarks at all. No, I can go, that's all right. No, I'll fix that in post. By post, I mean in about 4 hours when you're not watching. You know, I could do it as a stream. But even saying that out loud means I'm going to get 15 people go, ooh, do it as a stream. I'd watch that. And you kind of go, yeah, but you know what? I quite like the peace and quiet of just, dabbling around with a paintbrush and making it look nice without having to be a performing video monkey at the same time. Oh, I'm done. Okay, right, look, there you are. Let's pick up live. Basics are done. So I've got 3 cities in because we've done kind of 3 towns on every island so far. Castle Rock, obviously, in support of the quarries that we've got going on here. Silent Hill is going to be where the port lives, and then Waterdeep is nothing but a glorious coastal archipelago almost. But I think that's come out rather nice. Not least of all, obviously, because I've made it a huge city, which means that it will spread accordingly. I'd rather expected it to spread along the tendrils a little further, and maybe it will in the future. But it's come out quite well in the first instance. I'm sure you spotted that I'd trammed up here, and we got our tram station down at the deep end, and then we head back up to a mess there. I hadn't anticipated that it would go that far, but hey, it has done, and therefore we'll roll with that as we develop further. So ignore Waterdeep for now. We're not worried about that in the slightest. What we are going to do, however, is nothing to do with Silent Hill. No. We're going to rather replicate what we did with iron and coal mining, whereby we're going to run almost a shunting service, but I'm thinking slightly heavier weight this time round. And the other thing that occurred to me is that handling the production of construction materials on this island would make it slightly more unusual. Well, no, it wouldn't. You made steel elsewhere, but no. Construction materials are a final product. Oh, yeah, they are. So, make the final product on this island and then ship it out through Silent Hill. So, the question is, where do I want to stick the manufacturing? And, furthermore, is that the thing we want to cover right now? as you can tell by the way I'm backing up this way. No, it's not. We're going to set in these rail lines because I think it's going to be a bit of a mission. As always, I've set these at slightly different heights. It only occurred to me by the time I did the fourth one that, hey, why not mix up the rotation a little bit, you crazy guy? So I did that. Right. First off, stations. Yeah, I mean, let's not mess around. Now, I like the invisible station. The only problem you get with it is a real lack of storage until you start ramping up the track length. And of course, by the time you've ramped up the track length, you've no longer got an invisible station there. You've got something that is very clearly visible. We won't go for catenary. We will go for a street connection. Ideally, I'd like it to be able to talk to both. Now I can, or do I? Oh, there's a conundrum of a challenge of a what have you. Now, the cliffside is horrendous at the moment, and obviously, if you're in a quarry, you're not dealing with this green and pleasant land. We'll do some colouring in a bit later on. I'll probably do it while you're not here, to be honest, because colouring in is quite boring. Or maybe stick a comment in the comments. I'll do a colouring in section at the start of next time, just so you can see what I do. It's not rocket science, friends. It just isn't. But if that would make you happy to see it, see how those sausages are manufactured, then I am more than happy to do that. No problem at all. Just trying to squeeze a station in here. It's not working. It's just not, is it? It just isn't. No, it just isn't. Some kind of personally placeable manual something or other. Oh, hold on. No, you've got nothing. You've got no connectivity going on here. Now you might have to stick a platform the other side. Oh no. No, that's not going to work. All right, okay, we're going to go with the Invisi station here. Go on. Talk to both. I dare you. There it is. Okay. Doesn't fit. No, it doesn't. But there it is. Yeah, there it is. Now, we do actually want this to be about 240 metres. I don't want to go any less than that particularly. But that fits in there really rather splendidly. Yeah... Except it doesn't. Hold on. If we keep going that way... No, it looks wretched. Give up. I will not give up. Who do you think you're talking to? Futility is... Hang on, that works too. That one, however, does not offend me quite as much. All right, yeah. So then we'd do a bit of this and get this out and, sort it out and make it look better. But I'll do that when we're into tidy up mode. Right, okay, so this is the medium height build that we've got here. This is the lowest, there's the highest. So the ideal will be that we roll along this way before hitting a line that probably skirts the cliffside, then heads through the mountain here to come out lower down. Meanwhile, this one will build up from ground level to meet the track in the same place. So it should, I don't know, it depends how many trains I put on here, but we should end up with double track running all the way up there, and then it turns into single track for the last bit. And this one, obviously, we come down the mountain and merge in there. I think it will look quite good, and I think if we do 2 trains per quite kind of quarry setup, it should be quite workable. Now these two, it feels to me, are in no way close enough to one another. Although if one were to wait for it, right? Okay, you've got that one. Can we get both? Yeah, you can. Well, okay, that's pretty much a good angle as well. Now, that on itself looks terrible, and what I didn't do so well with the iron and coal was I didn't make it look like there was goods storage going on. It all looks great, but we could do better. So I'm going to do the same here, and there'll be sidings and there'll be parked up stuff. I may do another little shunting service zipping around the place because I think that was quite effective. But but you know, I've got vague ideas. It's yeah, I mean, it's a recreation of a tried and tested. Go on, go on, go on, go on. No, no, you won't be able to get track out there. You need it over here. There you go. You've got it. Yeah, you've got the thing. I've got the thing. Right, thing get. Okay, right now there's just the relatively straightforward prospect of bunging up some rail. Now we want this one to go ever so slightly faster than what we've done before. So I'm thinking about 120 would be super. Give me the 120s. What do we got here? Cable car. Maybe not so much. Oh, this is just standard track. Oh, okay, fine. And we're going non-electrified because, frankly, diesels. Yeah. Yeah, diesels. Yeah, love them. Love me a good diesel. Right, okay, here we go. Let's go with, let's get number one rolling. Oh, you know what you've done here? I do know what I've done here. All right, okay. Are you going to tell everybody else what you've done here? No, but I will do in a moment. Hold on. I've got an idea. Well, it would be a pretty bleak day if you didn't have an idea. No, here's the idea. All right, there we go. That's it. Bring her out around there. Because I'm very much... you know, I don't think I could go back to playing with trains that turn around. I think having to plumb in extra line space to seal to ensure you're always going in one direction is something I don't think I can reverse my opinion on. I think that's how we play now. Maybe I might change my mind. You never know. But right now I'm merrily doing this. Now this obviously affords us the opportunity to stack an extra train in this loop. I quite like how that's come out, even if it's not as neat as it might be. I might neaten this later on so that I can put extra sidings and whatnot in there. But we'll see how it goes. I could also run it as a two-way double track coming out. But as it stands, I think I'm okay with it. All right, let's run this up according to the scheme and see where we get to. All right, okay, so we're coming out there. Yeah, now we don't want to be too far away from the cliff edge. So as you can see, it's not that much higher up than the second one we've got going on, but it's still going to be sufficient to warrant a connection further away. No, you don't need to change your elevation any further. Stick with what we're doing right now, and just wiggle that way some. That's it. Yeah, I know we're going back into a tunnel so soon. But that's kind of inevitable with what we're building here. Yeah, see that this is going to look quite good. Right, lots of smoothing to be done. Lots of remedying malfunctioning bits of landscape. But that's okay. We can fix that up later. I mean, also it's quite possible that I changed the layout of this bridge section. Although, why would you? I mean, that looks tremendous. Yeah, no, there's nothing wrong with that in the slightest. Okay, all right, run it out, and then you're going to establish where your primary line here is along the island. Okay, there you go. Give it some of that. Yeah, bit of tidying here is probably going to be called for, but you know, you can cover that when the time comes to cover it. Yeah. What sort of bridge do you like? I'm sticking with my current favourite, which is this. Which one? That one? Is it that one? Is it that one? Yeah, it's that one. Yeah, it looks darn tasty, is what it looks, and I'm gonna ride it. Right, yeah, on we go. Get as far as about there. Okay, now by this point we are going to be double tracked. So let's put the double in. Now, which side do you want to go? Oh, tricky. Don't know. I think we'll go. I think we'll take the inside line here. Yeah. Okay. Carry on. Yeah. When do you become single track? About now, actually. Possibly even before that tunnel. Yeah. That's the best place to do it. If you do it after the tunnel, you're doing it on a bridge, and that's going to look manky. Right. Stick it there. Yeah. Or alternate B is we peel off from here like that, and then stick a crossover of some description in there. All right, this works better for me. This is superior. Right, we'll keep that on the flat, but not go quite as far. That way it will make for a nice neat junction there, and then we'll start heading down. So if I actually just crow flies this bad boy and see what it does, you end up with that. You know what's wrong with that? No, tell me what's wrong with it. Nothing at all. That's what's wrong with that. That's flipping great. That'll do nicely. Sometimes the crow flies in the right direction. Ooh, okay, hold on, wait a minute. That's all right, no, it's good. I was thinking, why don't you have this one go the other way around? You've already got a circuit going around on the first one. Why don't you have this one go the opposite way? And kind of go, because you'd be making it go the opposite way just for the sake of doing it. And, I'm not seeing anyone complaining about that. There you go. Oh, yeah. No, that's going to look great. It would look better if that wasn't a tunnel, bizarrely. If we were to carve this back a little bit and have that on the flat, then you could have trains running on 2 levels right next to each other. You're just thinking of the screenshot. Yeah, I am. Yeah, it would make for a belter of a screenshot, that. Now, we want to get round, we want to come out this way a little bit further before we start our turn. Commencing our turn now. Yes, very good. I don't know what you're quoting there, but it's bound to be from something. Probably flipping Star Wars. Right, let's continue heading over here like this. Yeah, this is coming out quite splendidly. In fact, don't go quite so far. Go to about there, and then you can make a nice neat connection here rather than one that wiggles all over the place. All right, that's number 2. Good. Okay, yeah. Yeah, so these little kind of, I guess you'd call them bubble freight routes. If you don't want to call it a bubble freight route, tough. I've just coined the phrase and everybody's going to be calling it from here on in. I think you've called them balloons before. I have, haven't I? Oh, maybe I should stick with that. Well, it's entirely up to you. Yeah, I know, that's the joy of this. Now then, we've got 2 choices. We could, for this last one, we could either do something like this. Madness. Yeah, but it might end up looking quite swish. The thing is, though, you wouldn't build it like that, would you? You'd have to be some kind of moneybags Joker clown to want to do it that way. Unless, hold on, let's drop the height of the whole situation. If you go that way and you're coming down at quite a severe, you make next to no difference at all. All right, no, you're not going that way. Do it properly. Right, that means wending this a little further. We're manufacturing over there, so I've got tons of space to play with, which is jolly. Alright, okay, there we go. Alright, keep going. Yeah. Now, we do want to peek our head up occasionally. We don't want too much tunnelling going on. There you go, lift the old elevation up, and then, if it were to do all of these bridges in one using the style that I have selected, that would be helpful. I'm okay with it largely because you shouldn't necessarily have this amount of cheeky bridge/tunnel action going on. But if it would remember my preferences and maybe start there, I think that would be not such a bad thing. Right, now there may be a couple of these that are a little tall, so I might need to do a little bit of reshaping. But I'm quite a strong proponent of slap it in and then make it better. Now, normally when I'm playing, of course, I've got all costs turned on and that kind of business, in which case you want to be a little more careful with it. And in fact, I'm probably slightly more prone to good enough, rather than spending the money again and making stuff better. But given that I am allowing myself the luxury of unlimited fundage, then stuff that. No, I'll do it however I like. Shut up, it's my game. Yeah, you see, look, it's quite nice. The only problem with quite nice is that because this is a route in isolation, I don't know what I'm doing as far as passengers are concerned. I haven't thought it through. What I was thinking was a really small, maybe even single track with passing spaces, kind of island line idea. But again, this island is so rough that you're going to spend most of the time underground. And it just doesn't look good. Just does not look good. But, you know, that's a dilemma for another day. No, we've got our dilemma for today, and that is this. This is today's dilemma. Okay, all right, yeah. And same again here, please. Yeah. Do you need a tunnel this time? No, you don't. Okay, all right, carry on. You know what? Even though that's tall, doesn't look too bad. I mean, I've seen better, I've seen worse. But that one, I think passes the does it though test. It does. Right, okay, now then, where are we going with this? Now, I'm not going to stick this bang on next to the port. I've got an idea about doing something fun with trucks. The other thing that I'll stick next to the port here is I'll stick a passenger port the other side. It's a bit angular right now, but by the time I've added all kinds of scenery and assets and that kind of malarkey, it should end up looking pretty swish. Now, we are afforded an opportunity here. Have you seen it? Have you seen the opportunity? I've seen the opportunity. The opportunity is to put a ruddy great bridge going over the port entrance. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know. In previous series, I've been rather fixated on having aircraft fly under a bridge on their approach, which is not something you'd usually expect to see. But this time, I think I'm far more obsessed with building whacking great bridges over port approaches. Yeah. Oh, this is gonna look grand. The only trouble is this is not tall enough. Yeah. No, it's not. So we're going to have to make that taller, which might end up looking a bit manky. Right. Okay. Now you're going to go. Whoa, whoa, whoa! What are you doing? And I go. It's okay. Look, it's this. This is all part of the process. All right. So we grab that and we do this. All right. Okay. All right. Yeah. Got it. Yes. Okay. All right. And then we switch back to the square. You will notice that the port is built in alignment with the grid. You've not done that right. Okay, hold on, here we go. There we go. Yeah. And that should mean we don't have any zigzagging ships coming up there. They should be able to get in and out of there pretty cleanly. Should be able to. If they can't, well, that's a, strong words may have to be taken. Now, I'm going to reinstate the cliffs that we've got going on in a moment, but I wanted to make sure I could get across here clean, you see. So I've done that. Oh, it's going to look good. It is if the bridge plays ball. If it decides to go here, I have some rotten pillar just in the middle of nowhere. You kind of go, oh, cheers then. Now you could go pretty much unsupported. You'd want a kind of top and bottom box girder kind of. That would work. But I'm not thrilled about these pointy bits going down without having some level of support going on in there. This feels more viable. Yeah, but it feels like there isn't enough underbedding going on as well. What else have I got going on here? Where's one of my wacky Chinese kind of over-engineered, amazing, goodness me, isn't China building some great stuff in the way of bridges? Bridge. Well, that isn't it. No, nor's that. Don't put a double pillar at one side and a single at the other side. Just I want a no pillar bridge. Or one. I will accept one pillar. Otherwise, you know what we're going to get, and that's going to be ships colliding with all of this business all over the place. Hold everything. No, it doesn't do anything. All right, okay, carry on. Nope. No, not into it. We're running low here. That can't even be bothered to put a bit of suspension in there. Nah, it's not good enough. It's got one pillar in the middle. I think we go pillarless. I think you go back to the pillarless stuff you were looking at and find one that looks like it might conceivably be able to support what's going underneath. Now, obviously, what's going underneath is freight trains. I like that. It doesn't look right. It doesn't, does it? It needs a pillar here and one there. Yeah, Yeah, so I think some clever... Hold on, what have we got? Viaduct. Good luck getting a ship out of that. Yeah, 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 yeah. No, no, just rest yourself there, friend. You're straining your creative somethings, and that's not advisable. Where's that nice Chinese one gone that I went, oh, I should use that at some point? Yeah, no, no, no. Yes, that actually looks like it might be properly supported. Because it needs under track support, right? Over track support, fine, but it needs under track support as well. And that one actually looks like it might do it. Would Sir like it in green? Of course I would. What about this one? Oh, yeah, that's quite snazzy. Still feels like it should have a pillar though. Look, that could just be... Oh no, you know what I'm doing? I'm fixating on flipping bridges again. Yeah, because they're marvels of engineering, and therefore it's worth making them look great. All right, I've got an idea. All right, okay, cancel all of this. There you are. Right, have another go. Take it until it builds a pillar. It's not going to build a pillar until you make it longer. It flipping better. It's not going to. What's that then? It's a pillar. All right, well, shush your noise. Right, that doesn't include any pillars of any kind at any point. All right, go with some of that. Right. Now, it's a skinny little job, but that is a pillar right there. Yes, it is. Yep, you can't tell me otherwise. All right, now we're going to have to eyeball this because otherwise we won't be able to make it work. So if you go about here, yeah, and come out this way, and do the same thing. It would be really helpful if you'd chosen the same bridge type by default. Did I say that a moment ago? I think I did. Right, give me that. No. Oh, no. Which one is it? It's further down. It's further down the list. Is it that one? No. This one? No. Is it this one? No. Is it that one? Almost. The next one, then. Yeah, that's the one. Okay. All right, fine. How did the eyeballing go? Iffy, but viable. Okay, iffy but viable. We'll take it. Right, now we do this. We'll see if it decides to play ball and not stick a pillar in. It's put 2 pillars in. Yeah. And for some reason, these 2 pieces of track are at different heights. It's also got quite the kink in it. But this shows that the principle at work here is not far off. You know what you could do? It's not going to work. But you know what you could do? Yeah, all right. I've got an inkling of what I could do. All right. Here's what I could do: is we build a parallel track here. All right. Take it all the way over that side. Doesn't matter what bridge it is that's going on there, and then we use this to build us the line to do the other side. Yeah. And then we don't have to eyeball anything. Right, get rid of all of this business. Look, I want to get this done, and then we're complete for today. Okay, all right, fine. All right, there you go. Right, woo. You don't need to go too far. You don't need to go down. Up, please. Thank you. All right, you just want to go straight, which is going to be slightly hard to judge because the bridge menu is in the way. That looks straight. It's straightoid, certainly. Straight-esque. Right. Which one did we go for? It's down here. It's that one, I think. Is it? Yeah, it is. Okay, so we've got our 2 starting points. I will allow you to have 1 more pillar each side, but no more. How's that? Yeah, I'm not thrilled. No, but you can now stick whatever you like in the middle. Oh, yeah, of course. Right, so you need something with a bit of undergirder. Like this. Yeah, but ideally matching. Matchy. How's that? Wrong. That's what that is. And also, what's that? Oh, yeah. Well, this. No. Well, what about that? No, it's not. That dog is not going to hunt for you. Okay, all right. Keep looking. There'll be one. There's just a big... Oh, why now? Why have you now chosen to put a central support in there made of something completely random? Oh, hold everything. But did I, maybe, have I chosen to... What about that? No. Look, we've had this conversation. Yeah, keep going. You know I can spend all day doing this, right? I think you've probably come to that conclusion on your own, but there it is. And then if you click this, does it go away? No, it doesn't. No. I think you might just have to suck it up, you know. How dare you? I know, but you might have to. What about that one? Yeah, but it doesn't match. You might as well just stick with the one you're rolling with. Okay, leave it alone, and then maybe later on, if you really want to, you can really do it. Really do it. Redo it. All right, only if you really want to. We'll see how the ships interact with it. If they manage to dodge their way through there without clipping through a pillar, then it's fine. If, however, they decide to interface with the pillar in any fashion at all, then it's wrong. All right, good. Okay, so backing it up, we've got to get the connection up here, and then we're about done. Right. Yeah. All right, so you're either going to connect about here, which might be a little too soon, or it will be over there. Whew. Well, let's figure it out. About there. Too much slope? Doesn't look like too much slope. Looks like it's quite cheerful about that. Yeah, it doesn't look too bad. I mean, you're going to have to put in a whacking amount of bridging to get it down to this height. But beyond that, I think you're golden. All right, let's have a look. Here is our chosen weapon. Right, is it still descending there? Yeah, it is still descending. All right, so don't go straight for the merger. We'll go for the blending of tracks, the switch between the two. We'll go for that a little further up. Yeah, stick that one in. Give me my bridge. Not that one. It's that one. Yep, good. And then another one, please. Good. All right. Okay, almost there. Right. Spanking. Yep. What's going on here? Ooh, bit of mess. Bit of mess, indeed. Right, accept that, please. All right. And then one more balloon / bubble around the quarry there, and we'll be chipper. Right, fling that over there where it's happy to oblige. I got breaking news for you. It's not happy to oblige anywhere. Alright, okay, in which case, continue to run in parallel with what we have here, and then we'll do it just before that tunnel. Okay, alright. Yeah, I mean, it gives you a bit more queuing space, but it is... Yeah, okay, go on. Right. And then slip that, please. Thank you. Okay. All right. Yeah. No. This is gonna be something. I might not even bother with a passenger line. Whoa! How dare you? All right. I probably will bother with a passenger line. I just don't know how I'm going to bother with it yet. Really, you've made that tunnel entrance rather redundant. I have, haven't I? Do this. There you go. Right. Bit more. Yeah. There you are. Bit more. Like that. Yeah. And then you're going to need to smooth this out. So it looks something. Yeah, that looks rotten. Okay, I'll revisit this when I'm doing my polishing bit. Okay, right. Do your bubble. One bubble coming up. What are you going to do? Same as usual, round the outside. Why mess with a formula that is excellent? Well, why indeed? I'm even going to swerve it out ever so slightly just to buy me a bit more cornering room. Ooh, gently does it. To about there, to about there, to about there. Alright, okay, round she comes. Now, I could do some sort of back and forth business here, but I don't want to. I like this, and therefore I'm going to do this. What else could you do? Why would I need to do anything else? This is a perfectly sensible and fairly glorious looking approach that we've got going on here. It gives you lots of space to put... Oh, hold on. I can see a reason you might not want to. Oh, poo. Yeah. Right. Back her up. I don't think you're getting through there either. Not without a scrap. No. Alright, here's the scheme. Right, we do a bit of this, which isn't going to work. It's not going to work. It's not, is it? Ooh. Well, that's zesty. Wait, that's okay. Look, we can do a split tunnel affair. Like this. Alright, something like that. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's not horrendous. It's not, is it? Yeah, alright. Put the right tunnel entrance on. And then carry on as you were before. And then everything will be great-ish. Alright, there you go. Oh, yeah, put up. I love a bit of cheeky tunnel. There you go. In fact, this is Cheeky Tunnel, the series, this one. I've never had so many cheeky tunnels in my entire life. Right, good. Okay, so we've got our 3 quarries set up and good to go. We've got a good bit of kind of main line to link them all together. Maybe a kind of there is a very literal spine running down here that could make for a rail line with some really good views. The only difficulty you're going to have is then getting to a height that allows you to go through Silent Hill. When we reach Waterdeep, I'm planning to put the passenger station at the end. Could come in round here and then build the terminal to link up to the road there. Because Waterdeep's all supposed to be about trams all the time, you know. And that's going to be quite good. Anyway, that's going to wrap it up for today. I've left the game running this entire time. I've got quite a lot of tidy up to do here. But you know what? I think this is going to end up looking quite nice. And I've purposefully only done one side of the island because I really like, as unnatural as it looks, the Giant's Causeway looks unnatural. And therefore, I think that this, as a rock formation, is really fun. And that's purely down to the Photoshop of the height map. It wasn't a very successful height map Photoshop. But hey, who cares? If it ends up looking quite good, then it's quite good. Right, we shall try and finish the episode doing what I was trying to do at the start of the episode, which is riding on a train in quite a pleasing fashion. Step 1, find a train. Oh, hold on, you'll do. Yeah. Are you about ready to set sail? You're waiting for a free path. Well, that bodes. Which path you? Hold on, we got quite a lot of action going on over here. What's the dilemma there, team? Oh, we're all queuing to get across the bridge, Gov. Oh, flipping heck. Well, I don't want to go across that bridge anyway. I want to go the other way. I wanted to go out to Mega City 1. Okay. Well, you're going to have to wait for a train from Mega City 1. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe this passenger Johnny will do the job. I've been Colonel Failure. Tune in next time for further adventures that have a similar kind of feel to them. And subscribe if you haven't done so already, because you should. And I'll be back with you very soon. Thanks for watching. Cheerio. 3 islands in 3 very distinct, different ways. Let me spell them out for you. On the first island, we flattened out the side of the mountain there, linked all of that up with some trains, stuck a town in, put in some other towns. Excellent, right? Second one, different approach, right? We flattened out the mountain bit there, a bit, right? Linked it up with some trains, and then added in a town and then another couple of towns. And now, in this one, we've taken a radical departure from the first 2 ideas. When we flattened the mountain a bit, and we're stuck in a town and another couple of towns. You don't get creativity like this on any other channel, you know. I'm number 1. All others are number 2 or lower. And that's a simple fact. No, this pure innovation is what you get in every episode. Innovation distilled into 20 minutes of pure excellence that is inspiring to everyone. There it is.